Welcome to our channel, you brave souls. Today, we're diving headfirst into the kind of mysteries that keep you up at night. The ones where the truth is a shadowy figure lurking just beyond the reach of logic and reason. We're talking about 4 unsolved cases, each one a chilling enigma that's left investigators scratching their heads for years. From vanishing children to abandoned lighthouses, these stories are packed with eerie clues, dead ends, and enough twists and turns to make your head spin. So, buckle up, grab your detective hats, or maybe a nightlight, because we're about to journey into the heart of the unexplained. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew, because some mysteries are so strange, so unsettling, that they defy explanation. Let's go. Our first stop takes us back to Christmas Eve, 1945, in the seemingly peaceful town of Fayetteville, West Virginia. Imagine a cold winter night, snow falling, the warm glow of Christmas lights twinkling in the windows. Inside the Sodder home, 5 of the 9 Sodder children are nestled in their beds, dreaming of the presents Santa might bring. Their parents, George and Jenny, head to bed too, thinking their children are safe and sound. But around 1 a.m., a fire erupts, tearing through the Sodder house. George and Jenny barely escape with their lives, desperately trying to reach their children trapped inside. But the fire is too intense, the smoke too thick. They're forced to watch in horror as their home is consumed by flames. As dawn breaks and the smoke clears, a horrifying discovery is made. 5 of the Sodder children are missing. Gone. No trace of them in the charred remains. Now, you might be thinking tragic accident, right? And yeah, that's what everyone thought at first, but here's where things get weird. The fire marshal, after a very quick investigation, rules it an accident, claiming the children perished in the fire. However, the Sodder family, heartbroken but not convinced, starts to uncover unsettling details. The fire, unusually hot and fast, seemed to melt certain objects while leaving others oddly intact. A ladder leading to the children's attic bedroom, missing, and then there are the whispers, the rumors that spread like wildfire through the town. Some neighbors claim they saw the children in a passing car that night. Others swear they spotted them years later, living under assumed identities. The Sodders, clinging to hope, hire investigators who uncover even more inconsistencies. Witnesses come forward claiming they saw the Sodder children with strangers before the fire. A life insurance salesman, who also served as the local coroner, had threatened George Sodder just weeks before the fire after a heated argument. The plot thickens, right? Despite numerous leads and investigations, the case runs cold. Was it a tragic accident, or was there something more sinister at play? Were the children kidnapped? Was the fire a cover-up? The mystery of the missing Sodder children remains unsolved to this day, a chilling reminder that even on the most joyous of nights, darkness can lurk around every corner. Next, we set sail for the desolate, windswept Flannan Isles, a cluster of rocky outcroppings off the coast of Scotland. Picture this: towering cliffs, crashing waves, and a lone lighthouse standing sentinel against the unforgiving North Atlantic. It's 1900, and the only inhabitants of this isolated rock are 3 lighthouse keepers, Thomas Marshall, James Duckett, and Donald MacArthur. These men, hardened by the sea and accustomed to solitude, are responsible for ensuring the lighthouse's beacon guides ships safely through the treacherous waters. They live a simple, routine life, their days marked by the turning of the light and the endless rhythm of the waves. But on December 26, 1900, something unthinkable happens. A passing ship notices the lighthouse's light is out. Days turn into weeks and there's no sign of the keepers, no answer to frantic signals. A relief ship is dispatched, its crew harboring a growing sense of dread with every passing nautical mile. Upon reaching the island, the relief crew finds the lighthouse eerily abandoned. The door is locked from the inside, a half-eaten meal sits on the table, and the logbook, a daily record of life on the island, is filled with strange entries. The last entry, dated December 15th, speaks of a fierce storm, unlike any they'd ever seen. But the storm, according to meteorological records, never happened. So what were these seasoned seafarers so afraid of? Theories abound, each more unsettling than the last. Some speculate a rogue wave, a monstrous wall of water, swept the men away. Others whisper of sea serpents, mythical creatures said to inhabit these waters, dragging the keepers to their doom. But there's another theory, one that sends chills down the spines of even the most skeptical. The logbook entries hint at growing tension between the keepers, strange arguments, and an unshakable fear that permeated the lighthouse. Could it be that one of the keepers, driven to madness by the isolation, turned on the others? The mystery of the Flannan Isle lighthouse remains unsolved, a haunting reminder that even in the vast expanse of the ocean, some secrets are lost to the depths. The waves crash against the rocks, the wind howls its mournful song, and the lighthouse stands silent, a monument to the unknown. Fast forward to 2004. We find ourselves in the chilly, desolate landscape of Haverhill, New Hampshire, where a young nursing student named Maura Murray vanishes without a trace. Imagine a winding road cutting through snow-covered forests, the silence broken only by the crunch of tires on ice. It's February 9th, and Maura, a bright and promising student, is driving back to college after a weekend trip. But her journey takes an unexpected turn when she crashes her car on a sharp bend. Now, car accidents happen, right? Especially on icy roads. But here's where things get strange. A passing motorist stops to help, but Maura waves him off, assuring him she's already called for assistance. But when police arrive just minutes later, Maura is gone. Her car, with minor damage, sits abandoned, her belongings still inside. It's as if she vanished into thin air. The investigation reveals a series of perplexing details. Maura had been acting strangely in the days leading up to her disappearance, withdrawing cash, packing her belongings, and researching driving directions to a remote part of New Hampshire. Was she running away from something or towards someone? Theories swirl like snowflakes in a blizzard. Some believe Maura staged her own disappearance, seeking a fresh start, a chance to escape a life she felt trapped in. Others suspect foul play, pointing to the fact that Maura's car keys and cell phone were missing. Could she have been abducted? Adding to the mystery are the numerous reported sightings of Maura in the years following her disappearance. From diners in North Carolina to gas stations in Canada, each tip offers a glimmer of hope, only to fizzle out upon further investigation. Maura Murray's disappearance remains unsolved, a haunting reminder that even in the digital age, where information flows freely and surveillance cameras watch our every move, people can still vanish without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and shattered lives. Our final destination takes us to the heart of downtown Los Angeles, to the infamous Cecil Hotel, a place steeped in a dark and troubled history. Picture a grand old hotel, its once gleaming facade now faded and grimy, its hallways echoing with the whispers of past tragedies. It's 2013, and 21-year-old Elissa Lam, a Canadian student, checks into the Cecil. Her bright smile and infectious laugh are stark contrast to the hotel's oppressive atmosphere. Elissa, eager to explore the city, is full of life, documenting her adventures on her blog and social media. But on January 31st, Elissa vanishes. Her belongings are still in her room, but there's no sign of her. Days turn into weeks, and the mystery deepens. The LAPD releases chilling surveillance footage from the hotel's elevator. In the video, Elissa is acting strangely, pushing buttons at random, peering out of the elevator as if hiding from someone. Her movements are erratic, almost dance-like, her demeanor shifting between playful and panicked. The footage goes viral, fueling countless theories and sparking a media frenzy. Was Elissa suffering from a mental breakdown? Was she under the influence of drugs? Or was she being pursued by an unseen threat? Weeks later, after complaints from guests about low water pressure and a foul taste coming from the taps, a horrifying discovery is made. Elissa's body is found inside one of the hotel's rooftop water tanks. The tanks are sealed, the access hatch heavy and difficult to open. How did she get there, and why? Theories abound, ranging from accidental drowning to suicide to something far more sinister. Some believe Elissa's death was the result of a tragic accident, a young woman disoriented and confused, meeting a gruesome end. Others suspect foul play, pointing to the hotel's notorious past and the eerie circumstances surrounding Elissa's death. The Cecil Hotel, already shrouded in an air of mystery and tragedy, becomes synonymous with Elissa's unsolved case. Her story, a chilling reminder that even in the most bustling of cities, darkness can lurk in plain sight, and some secrets are destined to remain hidden. So, there you have it. 4 unsolved mysteries that continue to baffle and intrigue. Each case a chilling puzzle with missing pieces, dead ends, and enough twists and turns to make your head spin. Were these tragic accidents the result of unfortunate circumstances? Or did something more sinister lurk beneath the surface, something that defied explanation? We may never know the answers, but that's the thing about mysteries, isn't it? They force us to confront the unknown, to grapple with the limits of our understanding. They remind us that the world is a strange and often unsettling place where truth can be elusive and justice can be frustratingly out of reach. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing stories. Let us know in the comments which mystery you found the most fascinating, or if you have any theories of your own. Until next time, stay curious.